Good morning, sir.
Take your seat. Just tell it, give a brief introduction on yourself.
Sir, myself SURYANKITA SAHOO. I am from Jajpur. I have completed my matriculation from Kanaklata High School, Jajpur itself. Then intermediate in science from Ramadip Women's College. Then I have completed my BSc in chemistry honors from Dharmasala Mahavidyalaya, Jajpur itself. Then I have completed my PG from IGNOU in public administration. My hobbies include watching cricket and writing Odia poems.
Though you have completed your graduation in chemistry honors, still then you prefer to take geography as your optional subject in OPSC.
Yes.
What is the reason?
Sir, geography is a vast subject and it helps knowing the actual geography and the physiography of a region, which can help me to solve any issues when it arises in any natural disaster or
No. You are completely going in a wrong way. Choosing a subject for purpose of exam, certainly either you are going to have a good score, or debating, I think it becoming super.
The objective of taking geography is to get good marks.
What marks?
This is very.
When somebody say, geography as a subject will be of relevance or of usefulness to your service, then you can say something like this. When you say somebody, you have graduation in chemistry, public administration, you have taken distance course. Certainly public administration is a good subject, also good mark fetching subject. So why did you take it geography? So you naturally will say that yes, I feel I will score more in geography. And not only that, because geography is a vast subject, it will also help in other aspects in covering general knowledge also, general subjects. So that way, I thought it will be useful to take geography. Not only it will be a good mark fetching subject for the optional subject, it will also cover my areas of studies in other spheres, will also help in preparation of the examinations. So that will be more of a good reply to the board, instead of saying that it's usefulness when you join the service.
Sir, I love studying geography.
Yeah, that's no doubt, but you are not doing that, because suppose I love literature, but I cannot take up literature as a subject in any recruitment examination. So that's a different thing altogether.
What is a cold desert?
Sir, cold desert, also known as temperate desert. Sir, sir, cold desert appear in the near mid upper tropical or mid latitude region. That the temperature of cold desert normally remains below 0 degrees Celsius.
No. We asked a question on geography actually. It's basically that geographical factors. You told already, you have told geographical factors that contribute to the formation of cold deserts. That's first where it is fine, because anyway in geography location is very important to us. As a geography student, myself is also a geography student. Graduation and post-graduation in geography subjects. So let us say what is the geographical factors that contributed to cold desert, and certainly where it is. What are the geographical factors that contributed to cold deserts? That's what we want to know.
Sir, cold desert normally form in the high pressure zone, and it is high altitude. So, high altitude and high latitude also.
Yes, high latitude is.
Latitude also.
High latitude?
Yes. In high latitude, also in high altitude. Both.
I have read high altitude.
You are still focusing on that geographical part. Yes, that may be very sidelines actually. Exactly what makes it, because everywhere there are not high latitudes and high altitudes. Let me say other way around. All the places on the earth having high latitude and high altitude doesn't form cold deserts. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes,
what
sir.
I am saying?
Yes.
I am saying not all the high altitudes or having high latitudes, all the places on earth doesn't have cold deserts. So there must be some specific geographical regions or factors that contribute to formation of cold deserts in certain pockets of the earth. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Tell that.
Our literature says Ladakh is the
No,
cold desert of India.
I convinced her.
Sir, Gobi Desert in Mongolia, also in the high latitude region, it is also a cold desert. So
That's true.
yes,
That's
sir. I'm getting the point, sir.
Okay, you got my point.
Yes, sir.
So exactly what is the geographical factor that contributed to cold deserts in that pockets? Only some pockets are there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, meeting of
So can you say other way around? All the areas having high altitudes and high altitudes
okay.
and having high altitudes are having cold deserts. If you say that, I am fine. Is it? Does it play within
No, sir.
ocean currents?
So, yes, sir. Ocean current and permanent high pressure zone in the high altitude or latitude area, and it is distance from the sea. Distance from an actual water body comprise a cold desert.
Okay. The Earth's atmosphere is divided into 5 layers.
Okay, sir.
And can you tell the tell something about each layer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So first layer is troposphere, which is 0 to 14 kilometer above the earth surface. Then
And
above,
its utilized.
sir, okay, sir. So permanent atmosphere and every gases are present in the troposphere region, and troposphere is the thickest layer of thickest layers of the above all the atmospheres. Above that, stratosphere region. Stratosphere region, when we goes from troposphere to stratosphere, temperature decreases certainly, and there is a ozone layer between troposphere and stratosphere, which is known as tropopause. That is a calm layer, and there every cloud, every atmospheric disturbances like cloud formation, rainfall, rainfall
Can you
happens in
tell
that.
us, let us, midnight sun, can you tell us something about midnight sun?
Sir?
Midnight sun, midnight sun.
Midnight sun. So midnight sun means in the
Yeah, you can see the sun 24 hours. That's
yes,
basically
yes,
concept
yes.
in some pockets of the in high altitudes.
Yes,
And
sir.
again, it's coming to high latitudes.
High
In polar
latitudes.
regions, in
Okay,
polar
sir.
regions, you see the sun always for 24 hours. Why it happens?
So tilting of Earth, the tiltation angle of Earth is towards is 23 degree and towards Sun. Sir, 6 month the Sun's rays directly fall on that region, Arctic region, for to complete 6 months, and the difference between Earth and Sun difference between
So you are talking of summer season in northern hemisphere.
northern hemisphere in summer season in northern hemisphere
Gives the people the opportunity of seeing the sun for 24 hours.
24 hours.
What is the specialty about it? Does it affect sleeping pattern?
Sir?
Does it affect sleeping pattern of the people?
Sir, it happens mostly in the Arctic, near Arctic region. So there, in that region, population density is very low.
Who are the Nordic countries?
Sir, um, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark.
Can you say something special about them, those Nordic countries? Something special about them?
Sir, I know in the happiness index, World Happiness Index, these 4 countries are the top scorers, sir. That is the main specialty of those countries. Finland is the first in global happiness index, I guess.
Why it is actually? It's because of climate or anything that contributes to their happiness?
So first of all, the climate. Sir, climate, and they are normally barbaric. They are normally. Sorry, sir. Not call right now. Actually, right.
You have come up to stratosphere.
Yes, sir. Stratosphere.
Then how scientists are using
Yes, sir.
this area from the surface of the earth up to stratosphere, how it is being utilized?
Sir, sir, first troposphere. After troposphere, tropopause is there. In the aeroplane movement are mostly in tropopause. Above that, in the stratosphere, ozone layer is there. Ozone layer absorbs the UV light of sun, which which minimizes the harmful radiation of UV lights. Above that, thermosphere is there. Thermosphere is the
Thermosphere, above that thermosphere or mesosphere?
Mesosphere, sir.
Mesosphere.
Sorry, sir, mesosphere. Sir, the temperature in stratosphere is low, but in mesosphere, temperature is high. So there is no certain movement in mesosphere. But above that, ionosphere or thermosphere, that is the satellite movements certainly happens there.
Where?
Sir, in thermosphere, sir.
In thermosphere.
Yes, sir.
Then its location?
After above the mesosphere, sir.
Above the
Mesosphere.
what kilometers it will be from the surface of the earth? That is important.
1600 kilometers.
100 kilometer to 600 kilometer.
600.
100 kilometer to 600 kilometer will be the range of thermosphere.
Thermosphere. Yes.
Then how utilization of space?
Sir,
How we utilize the space of this region
sir,
for the benefit of mankind?
sir, that is we call that ionosphere. So the satellite placing of satellites are certainly doing placing there in the thermosphere.
In the thermosphere, satellites,
Sorry, sir, not able.
remote sensing satellites.
Remote, sir. I think satellites are placed in the thermosphere.
What is ISI?
ISA, International Space Station.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Then why it is in the news?
So International Space Station is about to decomposed or
Decomposed.
sorry, sir. Sir, the working of ISI is going to be end in 2025.
Why?
Sorry, sir.
Russia is a member. Russia has already decided to withdraw from this group of 5 countries, and it will have its own international space station. Okay. Simultaneously, India has also decided to have its own international space station by the end of 2035. China is the only country which has made its own international space station in the world so far.
Yes, sir.
But why it is in the news today? Today or means currently. Why International Space Station is in the news currently?
Sorry, sir.
You are not reading newspaper.
Yes, sir, I did.
You are reading. Who is Sunita?
Sunita Williams. Sunita Williams is the longest, is the lady who spent most of the days in.
No, that's not the she now is stuck up actually.
Yes, sir.
By this time, she should have returned to the earth actually. Had the
Due to some
space shuttle-
technical
had the
glitch.
space shuttle functioned properly, she should have returned by this time. But she is yet to come because of technical snag, particularly leakage of helium or something. The space shuttle, so which
She will
maybe in
return
the
February of
in the return
2025.
passage. She's now NASA is planning to evacuate the to retrieve the astronauts only through SpaceX. So not the Boeing demand that usually they have gone to the ISS. So can you say, let me ask a question actually specific to geography. Does monsoon play a big part in agriculture?
So yes, sir. Indian agriculture totally depends upon Indian monsoonal rainfall. Yes.
So how can you determine that it will be good rainfall? Sorry, will have a good monsoon or a bad monsoon? What are the geographical reasons? Are responsible for a good monsoon or a bad monsoon?
Responsible.
Yes.
Sir, factors playing your.
Yes, natural factors
Sir,
play.
sir, positive Indian Ocean dipole and La Nina or El Nino factors and the agricultural yield can show the monsoonal rainfall.
Does a jet stream play a role?
Yes, sir, yes, jet stream plays. ITC jet and jet stream plays an important role in the Indian monsoon, sir.
So can you tell us something endangered tribals actually in India?
Indigenous tribals.
Indigenous as well as endangered actually by our say we are intervening actually in terms of industrialization, in terms of urbanization, and we also want them to be a part of the mainstream actually. So thereby we intrude upon their culture, their habitats, their way of living. So is it required actually?
Yes, sir, it is required. PBTGs are there, particular vulnerable tribal groups. 75 PBTGs are there. So the committee includes Jaja committee, Lokur committee, and Jaja.
What's the report actually? Are they in favor of putting them into mainstream?
These committee, the helping of this committee includes 75 PBTGs. Firstly, 58 PBTGs are there. Now they include 25 more, 27 more PBTGs.
So what's the recommendation?
The recommendation to streamlining to or to mainstreaming their PBT, particular vulnerable tribal groups, to the mainstream, and to improve their culture and their culture and their.
So it is basically not to touch upon their culture or to their traits, their followings, their faith, but with also keeping their standards of living little bit higher to make them economic. Is it so?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is.
No, is go on, please.
Sir, PBTGs are there also to, there for to stream. Firstly, the mainstreaming their people to the normal civilization, and secondly to improve their education, their sex ratio, and sir their improving their lifestyle, and helping them to grow to grow their crafts and their culture, their dance forms and festivals.
ठीक अच्छी भावची तुम्ही आउट के क्लॅरिटी आहे तो सब्जेक्ट भावची जेहेतु तुम्ही जिओग्राफी नेचर आउट के being some more clarity to subject because anyway always don't go by when and where. I don't believe actually. Basically it makes no sense what why and how is more important actually. Bring some clarity to the subject, and also as my colleague pointed out, you also keep a brief with the subjects that's currently going on, and estimate some time left.
You should continue the reading habit of newspaper.
Okay, sir.
Then only you will have knowledge on current national and international matters, out of which practically out of 250 you will get questions 30 to 40% from current affairs, which is very important. You will definitely get questions from geography because you have opted geography as your optional subject.
Yes, sir.
You may get 1 or 2 questions from HAFI,
Yes,
and rest of the questions you will get on national matters or international matters.
yes, sir.
So paper reading is a must till the end of the exam. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Best of luck. Hope you will get.
Thank you, sir.